everyone, this is Zero Prime and welcome to another edition of Zero Review, a series in which I look back on the games I played on my channel and I give you my thoughts and opinions on said games. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about the game that was on the PlayStation 3 that at first seemed to be a pretty good game, but then did not get so much of good reviews and such. And the game I'm talking about is Knight's Contract. Now personally, when I played it, the game wasn't that bad. It could have been a lot better though. And basically the whole premise of the game is that basically you were a executioner during the witch hunt, and then the last witch you kill, you get cursed with the immortality. And so basically you wander from town to town for many years. And during that time, basically the witches came back and started to attack the villages and everything. And you meet up with that same witch that you executed. And basically you go on a journey with her to try to stop the witches. And also find out who's behind the plot to begin with. And basically just save the world. Now the game itself like I said, the plot of it's decent enough. So I have no complaint about that. And also, of course, the main issue with the game is it's basically just one giant escort mission. And like 99% of the games would say, they do not like escort missions. Because basically, as you play the Executioner, he is essentially immortal. He cannot really die. I mean, if he takes enough hits, he can, fall over and die. And you have to push the X button rapidly in order to revive yourself to get back into the action. But essentially, you don't die, so it's not a game over. However, what counts as your quote-unquote health bar is the witch that accompanies you. If she dies or becomes incapacitated and everything, then it is game over there. So that's why that's the main complaint that a lot of people have about this game. And to me, it does get a bit tedious that basically I'm trying to fight enemies and she can hold herself for a little bit but not as strongly as you have. So it's kind of a hassle that you're trying to fight off enemies off your back and then having to babysit the witch in order to make sure she doesn't die so you don't effectively lose the game. But other than that, besides that, I still say wasn't a bad game. It's just that it could have been a lot better if it was, had a different mechanic to it. Because I really did enjoy the character design, especially the witches, and the boss fights with that were not so bad. And of course, that's another thing I should say, that for the boss fights, after you do enough damage, as a finishing move, there are quick time events that you have to do. Which when it comes to quick time events, depending on how it's done, it can either be a plus or a negative on the game. And from what I've seen of other players and other comments about that one's just a mixed bag. Cause some say they liked how the quick time events were done, and then there's some that did not like it at all. But for me, it wasn't that bad. Although the annoying part is that if you don't pay attention or miss a button, you do die, and then you have to do that whole quick time event all over again. So that's the kind of an annoying thing. But like I said, other than that, it's not a bad game. It's just it could have been a lot better. If they just retweak the mechanics on, especially for your health, regardless of that, instead of making like an escort mission, essentially an escort mission to, make sure you don't lose health, you could have said something like, let me think at the top of my head. And I can't really think of anything at the top of my head to fix that, because like I said, I'm not a game programmer or designer, but if I had time or whatnot to think about it, I could probably come up with something a bit more better. But anyway, like I said, Knight's Contract, it's not a bad game. It just needs a lot more work in order to make it good and everything. Because like I said, it was good on paper, but the delivery and execution of it, could be a lot better. But in any case, that's all the time I have for this episode, guys. So as usual, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a comment below, subscribe for more future update, share this on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and all other social medias. And don't forget to hit the like button to help out the channel and to turn on the notification bell to stay up to date on my channel. And if you guys want to help me out in some shape or form, I do have a Patreon account down below. And as usual, guys, thank you for watching and have a pleasant day. Bye-bye.